Hey guys, today, as you've seen by the title, we're going to be testing out the new Essence goodies that just came out. And mind you, these are not limited edition. These are permanent in their permanent line, and you will be able to get your hands on them because they're gonna be restocking and restocking. But of course, before we jump straight into the video, and no kids were harmed during this video, it's just a school opposite. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to check out for any new videos. I do a lot of drugstore videos and a lot of Essence videos, and of course don't forget to follow me on my social media as well, because I chat with you there. I'll let you pick my next video, I show you my hauls and everything. And of course, without further rambling, let's get straight into the video. I don't know what it is, but every time I do an Essence review video, kids outside, they're going wild. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can't hear them now. I mean, I'm gonna boil, but the second they're back into their classrooms, I'm gonna reopen the windows. So I'm going to be tasting basically everything from their new collection that came out, from eyes to lips to face to brows to literally everything that came out. If you're wondering if I'm gonna be testing the new foundation, this is the Essence Insta Perfect Liquid Makeup Foundation, and I'm gonna be doing a separate video on that because I want to do like a long wear test. Because I do have a new concealer here, I didn't want them to interfere with each other, so I want to have a clear view if that foundation is good or not. If you're interested in this foundation and this foundation only, I'm gonna be leaving the link down below to the video. It's most likely gonna come like a week apart on my YouTube channel from this video right now. Either make sure to subscribe or follow me on my social media, like I said before, to make sure you know when this will go up. But everything else will be tested today. Right, so I brought you a little bit closer, and I'm gonna use a little bit of their new concealer onto my eyelids. I always use concealers for sort of eyeshadow bases. Essence didn't come out with 1 or 2 or 3, they came out with 5 new eyeshadow palettes, plus they kept on their counter the eyeshadow palettes that I reviewed a while ago, the Choose Your Power palettes. I will leave this video down below if you're interested to check it out with swatches and everything. I came out with 5 new eyeshadow palettes, and I have 4 of them here. 3 of them are in a new square packaging. I'm gonna talk about this in a little bit. And this one is kind of like the same as the ones I tried out last time where they came out with their new edition back then. If you're interested in checking these eyeshadows and stuff out, I will leave the link down below where I tried them out also. I wanted to focus more on these 3 new palettes, and now I am in love with the packaging. It's so sturdy and so travel friendly, and it has a mirror inside and everything, and I am in general in love with this packaging. I love it. Let's have a look at each and every one. First we have the Never Give Up Your Daydream eyeshadow palette, and this one is full metallics. No other palette is full metallics, and it's kind of like pastels. What this reminds me of is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. So you could actually use all of these as highlighters on your face or as toppers to your highlighter to like give it a shift of a different color. Next up we have the Be Beautiful eyeshadow palette, and this is pretty much like a neutral lover's dream. Like I say it over and over again, but literally if you have this palette and you're like a one palette kind of girl and you're like, okay, I just want my everyday colors in a palette, but you know, I also want like a deeper shade, so if I want to take it to nighttime I can do this, then this is your palette. So my camera stopped recording, but I wanted to show you the third palette, which is called Follow Your Heart, and it was one of my favorites color wise, and I wanted to include it because I'm using it in the tutorial and you guys were gonna be like, where the heck did this eyeshadow palette come from? So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. We're gonna start with the shade Choose Latte. It doesn't really have any fallout, this one, like I'm literally digging and there's nothing coming out, so that's a good sign. I would say it's warm toned, but it's one of these shadows that it really depends what other shadow you're gonna put on top. You know how there's like a few transition shades that if you put like warms on top, it becomes like a warm transition shade, and then if you put cool tones on top, it becomes a cool tone transition shade. I've started realizing that having a mirror closer to my eye is really helping me. Like I said in a previous video, I've got a problem with my eyes, but I'm not really going to fix it. I'm somehow scared of contact lenses, so I'm like, I'd rather bring the mirror closer to my face. I'm gonna go straight into Mocha been. And I'm just gonna do the normal, put it in the crease business, blend it out with the previous shade, and so on and so on. Something that you have to keep in mind is that some shades are powdery, like this one is powdery, but as you can see, it is blending so beautifully. Like I don't even have to make an effort to blend it, they just actually blend themselves. I think I've talked about this over and over again, even when Subculture came out, and after all the drama, they were like, oh my god, they're so powdery, I can't work with eyeshadows that are so powdery. Like, yes, okay, Subculture was powdery, but for me, it was super blendable. Next up, I'm going to grab the shade Chocoholic. I'm gonna grab this in a more dense brush because I want it to be a little bit more concentrated on my outer corner. I'm just gonna slap it on. I haven't done a cool toned look in a hot minute. I think I'm just blabbing too much in this video. I'm gonna pull a little bit of this darkness towards my inner corner as well. Guys, I wanna ask you something, and I know a lot of you like will not comment to say, but for the people that do care and they do comment, I want you to tell me if you do still enjoy the sit down, chatty, get ready with me, talk to us about how your day has been, how you're feeling, like what makeup you think is nice, how to like apply a certain type of eyeshadow, like kind of like the normal girl sitting down and chatting with her friend type of vibe in a get ready with me. Like, look, I just need to get ready, and I thought of like turning my camera on and talking to you guys. Are you interested? This is not my easy eye to cut the crease on. God. Do you guys have also like an easy eye and then a hard eye? And what I mean by that is you have an eye where your makeup always goes better on top, and then you have an eye where you really struggle to get the makeup looking good on it. Because I have that. Now I'm gonna go on top with Jet Set, which is from the same palette, Follow Your Heart. I'm gonna take it on my pinky and slap it. You guys see? That's really pretty. Wow. Right, so I'm gonna go in with a brush because there is a part in my crease where I can't really reach with my hand. Excuse me, I'm leaving for this. That is gorgeous. I'm feeling like a little bit of black. So I put a little bit of black. I'm gonna jump straight into the Be Beautiful eyeshadow palette. Grab a little bit of that black and put it on the outer corner. I'm gonna put it though like super tight on the outer corner. I was a little bit scared to use this black because I was like, okay, what if I put it down and then it moves? And it actually moves a little bit, so I'm not the biggest fan of this black. You can see like it just won't stick down to my lid, but I'm gonna fix it as soon as I have eyeliner. Like I will pat it on and it will be fine. So now that we're here, I want to introduce you to some new single eyeshadows by Essence. These are the Melted Chrome eyeshadows, and they're all singles, and they are the most juicy, metallic, and just like you want this on your eyelid. Like you see it and you want it. We have number 1 Zinc About You, number 2 Ironic, number 3 Platinum Nights, number 4 Steal the Look, and number 6 Copper Me. Just gonna pop some of the number 2 Ironic, which is the gold, in my inner corner and see if I like this. Dude, my camera is like all over the place. I was trying to show you guys, highlighting my inner corner with this gorgeous shade. So I'm just gonna grab some on a more fluffy brush just to try and blend this out so it's not that harsh. Right, so now that I have one eye done, at least on the top part, I'm just gonna go and replicate the other one on the other side so we can continue with the face and of course finish the eyes and so on and so on. So I will be right back with the second punch on the eye. I went ahead and applied foundation, and I was like, you know what, since I'm doing a whole like Essence review and I can't review their new foundation, I went with an oldie but a goodie. I went with the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Foundation. I love this foundation. Like, this foundation is an A+. I think it's like €4. Girl, you ain't gonna find a better foundation in the drugstore. Actually, the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid is good as well, but it's like double the price. So for like €4, run. Good old tea. The one that you actually drink, not the one that you spill. So now it's a time that I'm really excited for, because if you guys know me, you know I really love testing out foundations and concealers. I think they are two of my like absolute favorite things to test. So this one right here is the Essence Camouflage Healthy Glow Concealer, and I've got mine in the shade 10 Light Ivory, and they made 2 editions. The Healthy Glow one, which as the name suggests, it's a glowy concealer. And then they made a mattifying one as well, but because I do have very dry lids and under eye area, I went with the glowy one. Hopefully this will suit me more than the matte, but I definitely want to try the matte as well, because I know that the Catrice one that I really love is a mattified one, and it is bomb. First of all, that looks like it has a lot of coverage, but straight off the bat, I want to say that a problem that I had with the Camouflage concealer from Essence the previous time was the fact that the wand was not getting out enough product, and this one is like, has the exact amount that people like me, like crazy people, where they want to literally cover their whole face in concealer, they can have that in just one dip. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I put too much. I'm actually scared. I don't know where to put this portion of the concealer. Alright, so far so good. It's applying literally like a dream on top of this foundation. So, okay, you guys, I can't even, like, the situation on my face is just so good. Like, I've never seen my concealer and my foundation look so good. Now what I'm gonna do is set everything in place with the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder. And you guys, I've talked to you about this powder over and over again. I have like used it and abused it. I'm almost hidden pan. I've like totally destroyed the packaging, but it is a really, really, really good powder. It literally hides all the pores from your face. Let's just go ahead and complete the eyes right here. I'm pretty much going to mimic the exact same thing I did on the top. So first, we're gonna start with the Follow Your Heart palette and choose Latte. And I'm just gonna put this right underneath my lower lash line. Does anyone else do stupid faces when they put on eyeshadow on their lower lash line? Because I just can't keep a straight face. So on the very edge, I'm just gonna go ahead with a very teeny weeny brush and place Chocoholic. I only want it on the very, very outer part of my eye though. I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna do eyeliner and lashes, and I'll be back because we have a lot of lip products to try and brow products. So give me a second and I'll be back. So I'm back and the full face is completed, obviously, except the brows and the lips, which I still have Essence products to try. This is why I haven't done it. And everything else that is used on my face that you're interested in, everything apart, I think, one item is Essence. So everything will be linked in the description down below for you guys to check out. So don't sit here and like, I use this, and I use this, and I use this, and I use this. The next product is a brow product. It's all about brows. 4-in-1 palette. So it does have 2 shades for your brows. It has a little highlighter to highlight your brow bone, which it's actually pretty good. It gives you this brush. One side is an angled brush and the other side is a spoolie, and I just love how small and precise and stiff this spoolie is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to obviously brush through my eyebrows. I'm intrigued to try the wax, but I've never really used anything like this. So for today's video, because I'm already glammed up and I don't really want the eyebrows to like ruin the look, I'm just gonna go ahead and just use the powders in here. Alright, so I'm just gonna dip into the dark color and I'm just gonna start filling in my brow. You guys, this is actually really good. So far, so good. I feel like I look like an idiot trying to do my brows on camera. My boyfriend has told me over and over again that when I concentrate, I do like the most stupid face. So I feel like when I do my brows, I pull some weird faces. I really hope I was in focus all this time, because are we all seeing this? This is like, this is my perfect brow day. I'm having a really, really good brow day. Well, not this one. One brow always gives me trouble. Like this one is like perfection. And this one is like, what are you doing? Last piece of the puzzle on my face is lips. And let me tell you, Essence came out with a ton of lip products. First of all, let me talk about these guys right here. And I know what you're thinking, they look a lot like the Kylie Jenner, I think, liquid lipsticks. I haven't tried any of the Kylie Jenner ones, but I do like the way these look. They are metallic liquid lipsticks. I'm not gonna go with like a metallic lip with what's going on in my eyes, but I am gonna swatch them for you guys. So we do have number 3 Copper Dropper, number 4 Iron Heart, and number 5 Aluminum. You guys remember in the previous Essence video that I did where I kind of reviewed all of their new collection that came out back then. I think it was like a few months ago. I will link it down below if you're interested to find out. I tried the Color Boost Vinyl liquid lipsticks and they were amazing. A lot of pigment and a lot of glossiness in that one, and they came out with a matte version. I'm thinking we're most likely gonna be going with this one right here, but before I choose, let me tell you the shades that I have. I've got 1 Dusty Romance, 4 Mad Matters, number 7 Scene Red, and number 10 Pride and Prejudice. They also came out with normal bullet lipsticks. This one has actually replaced the previous matte bullet formula lipsticks, and I've got this shade right here, which I think this could look really cool also, but I don't think they're like completely matte. I think they have like, yeah, they have like a velvet matte. This shade is the shade 01 Donuts Go Nut. I'm gonna grab my Essence Long Lasting Lip Liner in Girl Next Door. Now I'm gonna go in with the Color Boost Mad About Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Dusty Romance, and that is, I think, the most nude shade they have. Oof, I love this. So this is the final look completed. It's dried down to like a complete matte. Nothing came out on my hand. Can we just talk about this pimple that suddenly came out exactly where I put my highlighter and on my good side? Thank you very much. I'm actually really happy with how everything turned out. I haven't used black in a while. I'm enjoying the smoky situation with all the like cool toned eyeshadows. This new lip, it could be my new favorite nude lip, and I'm loving the eyeshadows. You guys, this for the brows, oh, this is the best thing ever. I've been looking for an eyeshadow to match my brows for so long, and it's finally here, and I love it. I haven't seen my brows look so good in such a long time. This is a treasure. The eyeshadow palettes were really good. They were blending themselves. I will have to say 2 things about the eyeshadow palettes. They have 2 types of eyeshadows in it, the ones that are over pressed and the ones that are a little bit powdery. So there were some, like the very taupey color that I used second in my transition, I really needed to dig my brush in there and be a little bit patient with building it up on my eyelids. And there were others like the deep brown and the black where they were a little bit powdery, but as you can see, they do blend pretty well on the eyes. They do the work for you. The metallics are really beautiful. The melted chrome shadows, I can't. I am leaving. It's what I have on my inner corner right now, and this is just look at it. I just want to like start rubbing it all over my face. This is great. Look at it. This is so intense. It's crazy. I can't. The matte lipsticks I'm in love with. I just want to buy all of them and do a lip swatch video. This one, the Velvet Mattes, which is this one right here, super pigmented, and I love this matte velvety finish, like the not completely matte finish like this one, but a little bit with like a tiny bit of shine, like a velvety one. Love this. Oh, the concealer is looking actually absolutely fantastic underneath my eyes, and I'm definitely gonna go and grab the matte version of it as well to try. Everything will be in the description down below with their names, so you can search it and find it. I will leave a link down below on where I like to buy my Essence products online as well, and I do think they ship worldwide too. That's it for me here. Again, if you do want to see the foundation review on this one, I will have it linked down below when the video goes up. This video will go up first, so you're gonna have to be a little bit patient and make sure to subscribe and follow me on my social media if you want to make sure you know exactly when the foundation review on this one goes. I'm really excited actually to try this because you guys know that I have a really good past with Essence foundations. I do love them and they do look really nice on the face. All in all, that's it for me. I'm super excited with how everything turned out. I hope you enjoyed this review / try on that we did together, and of course thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.